Hello traders, let's try and go through this market. Very quiet day. Pound US dollar push up into resistance at 848.50 area and pushed right back into the weekly pivot and then pushed up again, but fairly small moves. But it's been pretty typical. I mean, in the last, let's see, in this second half of April, we've only been moving in about 100, 120 point range. So it's been a little tough to grind out living on just one or two of these pairs. Pound yen hit the wall. I think every time it hits the wall, the bricks get wobblier. So trouble is, I've got a history of just coming up here and backing off here, but we are in quite a pinch. So it's Fed day tomorrow, so I think we might be in for another quiet day till we get Fed day out of the way, unfortunately. The fact we close up here is good, but keep buying pullbacks. I mean, if that gets down to even 200, that might be worth a try. Otherwise, be careful. Euro. We've got euro inflation tomorrow. Let's have a look. We had German inflation, which was pretty weak today, which sent the markets, which sent the euro scurrying down. We've got, what have we got tomorrow? A lot of euro days tomorrow. German jobs, French consumers spending, a lot. 10 o'clock, there it is, 10 o'clock UK time, 11 o'clock European time is core price inflation for the euro. So at the moment that is what? At the moment that is a sell at the 840 area with a stop above that parabolic SAR at 885. So I will be looking out for that. Euro yen reversal bar under. See how it's coming in contact with that parabolic SAR. There's actually, you've got a green dot here, so it's actually come in contact with it. But if we now, that's now a target, 104.12. This is how the parabolic SAR works. Assuming that we don't get closed back above 142, parabolic SAR is pinpointing the next support level at 140. So if you short in at 142, stop above 142.50 and see if that works. Pound Aussie dollar. I took a couple hundred points out of this last week and I just left it, and this is why I left it, because the amount of resistances up there is huge. RSI has climbed quite a height. What I would like to do is to be able to buy that back, get back in this at 180. So I will just keep an eye on that for now. Right, oil. So I haven't talked about the Dow yet, have we? Here's the Dow, sitting right up there at resistance. So not too dissimilar from the pound yen. Well, they haven't quite come in contact with that wall yet. So if the US jobs pushes us through that, then in the meantime, just keep buying pullbacks. We didn't get much. We got a very shallow pullback on this today. We literally came in contact with yesterday's close, and that was it. And that was it even in the Euro session. What I was trying to do is be patient for a pullback to 430, 450 area, and I just didn't get it. So unfortunately, I didn't. I got a couple of minor small stop outs on that, and nothing else to show for it. It's Fed day tomorrow, so we are experiencing relatively quiet markets, well, particularly Forex. The gold. This is a fairly sloppy chart at the moment. We come into 50 MA, drop back down to the fib support level. I'm just leaving that for now. But 1285, 1287 is a good buy area where we came up from there. So the 60-minute has got a 50 and a 200 cross. Stocks. I think this, yes, this is price line. That came in contact with the 200. We've got half an hour till we close, so this is not the closing bar. Whenever you get between the 50 and the 200, it's tougher to call. Now, if we start to close higher here, this could get back up to the highs. Interesting looking at Twitter. Twitter has come off of that support. So a new low in this little run. We're closing up here. If you want to trade that, then you're going to, I would suggest you go in at 42 with a stop under 39.20. Let's have a look around Tesla. So we're seeing an overall pickup in this market. It's a massive support level. Let me get this one out of the way. That's a massive support level there. So you can see what they've been doing on that one. That is, again, that's worth a trade. I'd much rather go into Tesla than I would Twitter. So if we close here, 202.15 is the entry. Taser, just about trying to hold. Rider, that's a good short there. Looks like we're going to come at least in contact with the top of that box, if not all the way down to 78.26 on that one. That one I'm standing aside for the moment, but that is a nice reversal bar. Ntflx, talked about this extensively in the room this morning. That's potentially a divergent RSI. That's quite some sell-off though. I mean, that's a nasty sell-off. I think the bears are still potentially hanging on in there. Obviously, if we close here, that could shake them out. But if I'm going to do anything, I would prefer Tesla. NBR, I am short that one. Still holding on. Looks as if that could close back up. Marriott's nice couple of days selling. Look how that parabolic SAR has picked up the support, and that's holding up. LinkedIn, very weak. ISRG, I'll talk about that in more detail another time. FCX, nice move in FCX. That bodes well for a push into 35, possibly higher. Nice 50 and 200 cross underneath it. Facebook, very similar to the other social medias. Wow. It's been such a bullish chart, and the bottom of that box has got bought, and they've thrust that back up. On ECA, dry ships rolling over still. Amazon. So that's a 161 extension down there. I would actually look to short that. That's very similar to Ntflx in the way in which the RSI is behaving. Yeah. But my inclination is to look to get short this one rather than, because this is a massive 322.80. I would be interested in getting in short at that point. Alcoa. See, these metal miners have done well. AK Steel. That's a nice, that holds up there. That could get back up to 75. Okay, so as we get closer towards non-farm payroll on Friday, we are seeing at least some charts holding. And let's look at the Nasdaq before we go. Nasdaq, that's good. Nasdaq was my main concern at the moment. That's pushing up. You can see the parabolic SAR picking up that fib level up there. So if we get up there and start selling, then we know where to get short. I would, if we get a good push up into back end of this week into next, bear in mind the part of the cycle we're in, I would be very interested in shorting that Nasdaq up at that area up there. Okay, so not a lot to go after, but I hope that helps, and your feedback will be welcome.